Good morning, happy Saturday, and it's a gorgeous sunny crispy one at that. It was like this yesterday too, but I actually had such a beautiful chill relaxed day and it made me feel so good. I just felt none of that pressure to fill this sunny day and just got Nuala's walks in, and apart from that just chilled out and cozied in at home, and I think as a result I feel so refreshed and good today and ready to enjoy this lovely sunny Saturday. I need to go down to the south of the island today because I actually went antique shopping earlier in the week. I vlogged it. Don't know if I'll have posted it before this vlog, but that will perhaps be to come at some stage. So I need to drop the furniture off at the hotel that I'm working doing some interiors consulting on. And while I'm down there, I think I'll do Nuala's walk down there because we're not in the south of the island much. So there's new little places to explore, and on my winter bucket list I do have do a walk I've never done before, because although I'm out and about walking a lot on the island, it's never ending really the amount of new walks to discover. So I'd quite like to try somewhere new today, although to be honest I might end up doing one I've already done, but very rarely do walks in the south of the island, so it'll still feel a bit like new to me. I think this weekend could be a lot of just little simple pleasures, small ways to spark joy, and yeah, working through my cozy season bucket list. I just brought some cookies out of the oven. I have my cookie recipe down for like a triple chocolate cookie one. This is one I saw on an Instagram reel. Her cookies looked very different to mine, but I don't think I used enough chocolate chips because hers really had chocolate chips like bursting out the top. But this cookie dough did have half a teaspoon of instant coffee in it. And when I was putting that in, I was like, there's no way this is going to do anything. And they're actually so strongly coffee flavored, but it's like not overly strong because obviously it's just half a teaspoon, but that flavor really carries and it's so tasty. I'll have that for my 10 o'clock tea. Growing up in a farm, 10 o'clock tea, very much a thing. I've also already got the fire on in the living room, so today is just like, I'm just setting myself up for success today with all these lovely little things. And part of that is I'm going to have one of my water drop drinks. This is actually a new flavour, it's cola orange, and I just think there's something about cola and orange as a combo. Feels so wintry and festive, and I'm so excited that they have brought this out just in time for winter arriving and the festive season. One thing about me is I love myself a little fun drink, but does anyone else get this? As I mention it and not often people relate, but I'm sure there must be someone out there that does. When I drink fizzy juice, that's what we call pop in Scotland, by the way. Fizzy juice. When I drink fizzy juice, it gives me a tickly cough for the whole day. Don't know why. So quite often fun drinks are a fizzy drink, but water drop is actually the dream fun drink for so many other reasons. First of all, I just love their packaging. You just push this little thing and then you have your little box of capsules. And then this is my water drop water bottle. You open up the little capsule, pop her in your water bottle, and then add water to the water bottle. You just give it a little minute to dissolve and you have yourself a delicious flavoursome drink that is sugar-free and packed with vitamins such as B12, which helps reduce tiredness and fatigue. Water drop just helps me feel so good and keep me hydrated in my day-to-day. Also such a good way to have yourself your fun drink because you're not using a can or a plastic bottle every single time you have one. You're just adding one of these little capsules to your reusable water bottle, and also more so than ever with the current discount that Water Drop are running, really cost effective way to have yourself a little fun drink because they currently have 18% off, and this is applied to items that are already on their winter sale. So it's a really good time to give Water Drop a try and understand for yourself what I'm going on about when I tell you how amazing, delicious and feel good these drinks are. I really encourage you to try the orange cola, but also if you want to try another flavour, I love the peach iced tea one. Until the 3rd of December you can use the code Caroline18 to get your 18% off. If you're a little bit late to the party though, you still can get the usual 10% off with Caroline drink. I've popped the link below for you to have a little look at Water Drop yourself, and you can explore their different products, from their micro lights, which are perfect to work around exercise, to the micro drinks, which are an amazing little everyday hydration and vitamin boost. So I'm going to take my orange cola drink on the go with me. I'm going to head down to the Slate Peninsula on the island just now, swing by Kinloch Lodge to drop this furniture off, and then walk Nuala, and then I might stumble into a coffee shop somewhere along the way. Who knows? Furniture drop off is done, and now I'm just walking in the woods at Kinloch Lodge. I have done a bit of this walk before, but only like 5-10 minutes of it because I was rushing back to meet someone when I was doing it before. So this part of the path I've never been on. It's like super ducking in and around the trees, which is actually really, really nice. I'm being absolutely blinded by the sun, but so gorgeous. I'm just really enjoying this little slow solo day. I've got a really busy little time coming up with socialising with my 30th birthday on the horizon. I don't know if I'm going to run this vlog into that yet or not. We'll see how we go. But I have so many fun things lined up. I am going to see Amble. I managed to get myself some tickets and I'm going with a few friends. And then I'm having a little stay in a cottage. Just looked up from my camera and the two most beautiful golden retrievers I've ever seen were right in front of me, and Nuala was like lying in the bushes about to ambush them. You wee cheeky thing. So yeah, Highland cottage stay with friends, but actually before all of that I'm staying at the Balmoral that is right next to Waverley Station. It's so iconic, and like, having studied and lived in Edinburgh, I've just gawped at that hotel so many times in my life, and I'm actually going to be staying there. They're putting me up for a few nights, and I've got an event with Suzanne, I've got a dinner, and then so that's before Amble and the cottage stay. Then after the cottage stay, then I'm back to Edinburgh, so it's a bit of up and down, but it'll be fun and fine. And then back to Edinburgh for a dinner with my whole family, well, whole immediate family, so mum, dad, brother and sister. And me and my sister have got an Airbnb very close to my brother's flat. We're going to go see Wicked. I was actually in Edinburgh for my birthday last year and went and saw Wicked for it then. It's actually coming out on my birthday, which is quite cool. So we'll go see Wicked, and God, it's just going to be an amazing time and I can't blooming wait. So it might need to be a separate vlog, I don't know, because it's going to be a lot, but we'll see. But yeah, essentially this is just my recharging introverted time just now. I actually don't know if I'm an introvert or an extrovert. I change my mind all the time. I think probably err on the side of introvert, but really value time spent with people too. But generally find I recharge a lot better and need introvert time weaved in with socializing. So this is my little introverted weekend before a big old like 10 days of exciting social plans. Oops, I just got a bit lost when I was driving and I ended up at Lean-to. What a shame. I'm home. I got my stuff at Lean-to take away and I was gonna go drive somewhere and eat it, but just out in the courtyard there was just feeling so nice sitting out under the blue sky all wrapped up. It was just lovely. I also met two of my followers there. One of them first came over and was just like, can I pet your dog? I swear she's extra cute today. I don't know what's going on. They asked to pet the dog and then they asked what her name was, and then I said Nuala, and then they were just petting her, and then they went away, and then like seconds later they like reversed back and were like, are you the woman that done the kitchen? And that was so funny. Like, I've never had that one before. Funny the different ways people like ask me who I am. So they were both really lovely people. I've come home to a few parcels. One is a skirt and I'm actually really excited about this. This might be a very preppy look, but I kind of love it. How cute is that? Oh, she's really cute. And with this cardigan, love. And then I've also put in an order from Merit. Well, no, this wasn't actually Merit. This was via Sephora. So don't know what's went on here, but she's taken a beating in the post. Literally scraping the barrel of my complexion stick this morning. Did I order two? I don't think I meant to, but there's two here. That's actually really good because I use this every single day. So good to have a backup. I also repurchased. Did I get two of everything accidentally? Oh no. I don't remember ordering one in this colour, but that's very brown. But the one that I repurchased, because I actually finished a lip liner. I usually always lose stuff before I get around to finishing it. Not proud of that, but it's just who I am. I do try to be better though, I promise. But it's Mayfair lip liner from Merit. It's gorgeous. Anytime I get compliments on my lips, usually Mayfair. I've come out another little walk because it's just the most beautiful evening I've ever seen. I mean, it's not, because so many different evenings are beautiful in Skye for different reasons, but this is insane. So in case you're wondering, when I started the walk it was 4:30, so the light from the start was 4:30 and now it's almost 5. So in case you're wondering what winter's like in Skye, it does get dark pretty quick, but it can be pretty magical. But it's Monday. I am going to run the vlog into a little bit of this week because I just didn't vlog at all yesterday. I had a nice chill Sunday and it was just gorgeous. I just loaded up the van. I'm a bit sweaty and warm. I just have the most severe inability to pack like a normal person. I just want to bring everything, and having a van enables that because you can just chuck everything in the back. Time to head off to Edinburgh is 10 o'clock. Was hoping to be gone by 9, in the back of my mind knowing it would probably be 10. We're kind of on track. Guys, I'm just leaving the island and there's some snow. See that like stretch there in between these two peaks? That's one of my favourite walks on the whole island. Granted, it's quite hard to get up there. That's actually a massive slog, by the way. That's not even a Monroe, so that's one of the smaller hills on Skye, but getting up there is such a slog. But traversing that little spot is just stunning. I love it. I was just packing the car up and I saw my earmuffs and I was like, oh my goodness, when I was leaving my house for my birthday celebrations last year I was wearing my earmuffs and it was snowing, and that's happened again. So that's quite cool that every year around my birthday the first snow falls. It was actually really snowy when I left my house for my birthday stuff last year. I was actually on my way to Edinburgh last year as well, because for my birthday last year Tidelines were playing the Usher Hall, one of my favourite music venues, and then this year Amble are playing the Barrowlands and I'm going for my birthday. One of my other favourite music venues and one of my favourite Irish bands. So all good things happen around my birthday. Well, I'm a little bit in disbelief because they put me in a suite in the Balmoral. And as someone who spent 4 years being a broke student in Edinburgh, I kind of can't fathom that I'm here. Look at the view from my room. Look at that sunset. What the hell? I also, when I was in uni, used to work on Princess Street in one of these shops down there. And now I'm up here. I'm in absolute disbelief. Whoa. Oh my goodness. It also smells so good. What the hell? Also, nothing exposes you more as someone that doesn't usually stay in places like this than that pit in your stomach that comes when the concierge is leaving after dropping your bags, hanging your coats, doing all this lovely stuff, and you realise that you're meant to tip them and you literally don't have any cash on you because you never think to do that because you never are staying in places with concierge. And now I feel really bad, so I'm gonna have to make sure I get some cash out and find the guy that brought my bags up and tip him because he was such a honey. And this is insane. Look at that view. Sorry, and the room's gorgeous, but also you can't help but look out here. What? One of the things that I'm in Edinburgh for is I have an event with Suzanne. They're genuinely one of my absolute favourite brands. Actually, you know what? If I could have every piece of my clothing be from one shop, it would maybe be Suzanne. And for the event, I wanted to send me some Suzanne clothes to wear, although I do have a lot already, but I wasn't going to turn them down. Here's my little invitation, Suzanne in Scotland. We're bringing a piece of Paris to Scotland for the very first time. You know, and this is one of those things, like, it can be a bit hard sometimes, like living so far away and these event invitations come in, and I actually originally kind of low-key had to say no, and then other things started to come up in Edinburgh this week and I was like, you know what, maybe it'd be worth making the trip down, and then got offered to stay at the Balmoral and everything just fell into place. And I do sometimes get jealous that some people live in the city and can just pop along to these events without having to have a whole logistical thing to come along with it. But That's just part of it, I guess. I can't complain too much because I also live in one of the most beautiful places in the whole wide world. Suzanne's Scottish debut, I had to be here. Let's hope the outfit looks good. I mean, it's hard for Suzanne clothes not to look good, but this is such a beautiful colour. And I love winter because skirts, some 30 denier tights and some knee-high boots just make me feel the most like me. And that's what I'm planning for this outfit. So I'm gonna try this on. I've also got a wee neck scarf to wear with it. The event is tomorrow at 11. I need to leave like 3 minutes ago, but I need to quickly just show you my outfit. I'm ready to go. I got my eyebrows done this morning. That's why I'm running a little bit late, but she done such a good job. Love this necktie, love this jumper, love the skirt, love everything. I'm so excited. Don't love that my jacket with a hood, like a clash of pattern with this skirt. It is absolutely pouring, but I'm getting a taxi to the event and probably get a taxi home, so does it matter too much? Probably not. Anyway, enough yapping. I can't wait to welcome Suzanne to Edinburgh at this event, and I'll take you along where I can. I'm so ridiculous, like I'm so my mother and father's daughter because I was so not late. I arrived like 8 minutes past and I am if you're not 10 minutes early, you are ridiculously late. Girl, I was brought up that way and like plenty of people arrived after me. It was fine. So probably didn't need to be in such a fluster when I say goodbye to you. But I'm back at my hotel. It's funny because I'm like, oh lol, this is work, how fun. And then I'm like, no, actually I had like a YouTube ad due today and an Instagram ad. So having a lovely time at the lunch, I was like, I actually need to go get this work done. But it did wrap up like pretty promptly at 2:30 anyway. So back at the hotel by 3 and then just head in my editing and got all that sent away on time, which is brilliant as well. And I'm really, I don't know, I really ebb and flow all the time with which app I'm feeling the best on. And right now I'm getting on really well with TikTok. I don't know why. There's no rhyme or reason to it. I just feel better on different apps. And just now I'm on a bit of a roll with TikTok. My management are really good and they like have really pushed me with what I'm putting out and how much I'm putting out. And at first I was a bit like, oh, like quality over quantity, but putting out more has actually pushed me to come up with more ideas creatively, if that makes sense. Anyway, I've also got a TikTok made just for me, not for my ads. So that's what my afternoon has looked like, is what I'm trying to tell you. But now I really, really, really want to do something nice. That something nice being, there's a bookshop really close to this hotel called Toppings. And I've always thought to myself, it's open until 9 o'clock. And I've never shopped for books in the evening before. It's not even the evening, it's only 6 o'clock. But shopping for books in the dark, and they like serve tea and coffee in there. So I just kind of feel like going and having a browse in Toppings. I am not meant to be buying books, as we know, but could it be a business expense? Welcome to what goes through my brain every time I go to spend money. I'm gonna go browse Toppings. I've got dinner booked at 7, so maybe see how long I spend there and maybe grab a wee drink somewhere before. I'm gonna take my book with me, so sit and read somewhere along the way and just have a lovely little time. And yeah, just have a wee late night shopping experience, which all these little things I just can't do on Skye. So I just love doing them here and they feel like such a novelty and so fun. Also, this scarf and hat were in our goodie bag from Suzanne, and why is it giving the holiday? I don't really know, but I love it. And I looked up the image I'm thinking of. It's not a pure white hat and scarf she's wearing, but it's really making me think of the holiday. beautiful blue sky day, which is easing the blow that it's the first snow in the Highlands right now and I'm not there, but at least I have this stunning Edinburgh day to work with. The hotel have booked me in for a little facial, which I'm very excited about, and then I need to go pick up my car and I'm going to take it to get valeted because I'm definitely in that, like, I've done a lot of emotional cleansing in my life over the past few months. Now I need to like deep clean everything physically, and my van is just disgusting. I just, no matter how much I cleaned it, just felt like I was getting nowhere with it, and it's just, you know, the way the dirt is just like ingrained in it, and I just need a professional just to give it a good old overhaul. So I need to drive it to Stockbridge, and then I'm meeting a friend who lives in Stockbridge for coffee, and then back to the hotel, get myself ready, drinks with some friends, and then off to another event tonight. So a big old day. Let's go. I'm back at the hotel and I am wrapped up and ready to head out tonight. Whoa, I actually just need to show you this. My word. Take her in. I can't remember if I said already, but I'm going to meet Claire Coggle, who is my friend on Skye. She's also in Edinburgh and going to this event tonight. So that's my friendly face that I know going in, which, like, you know, I love. So yeah, I'm heading to where she's staying just now, and then we're gonna get a taxi down together. It's time to leave the Balmoral. I'm actually so sad, although checkout is 12, which is incredible. So I've had so much time to really enjoy this place, and I'm blown away by it. And also, the craziest thing happened. I have told you guys about my friend Alana before, and if you've not seen that video, she is a friend who was born on the same day as me. So we're both celebrating our 30th birthdays tomorrow, and so many things in our life always line up, and we always just have so many little chance things happen. Last one that happened was when I was in Canada. Like, it's weird, like I always have these thoughts like, oh, I should make a plan with Alana, and they always just happen somehow. So for instance, in Canada, I was flying into Calgary one day to pick up a rental car and do a bit of driving around. Alana put on her story like 2 days before I was arriving saying, is anyone driving from Calgary airport to Revelstoke in 2 days time? She was flying into the very same airport as me, like 2 hours before me, and she was living in Revelstoke, so needed a lift to Revelstoke. And we then went, me and my friend Sarah, who I'm actually meeting up with today, went and stayed with her in Revelstoke. It was amazing. This morning, I go on Instagram, Alana has put one story up. She's been travelling for ages. I didn't even know she was back in Scotland, and put one story up. It was of the Balmoral Hotel, and in the middle of her picture is the very room that I'm staying in, and I was like, Alana, that is literally the room I'm staying in right now. Are you free today? So me and Alana are going for lunch the day before our 30th birthday, so it's worked out so perfectly, and I'm so chuffed that I'm going to get to see her. And it's dangerous at this stage because I never actually have to forward plan to see Alana. It always just happens, and I kind of love it that way, and I'm so happy with how this has worked out. So I'm meeting her at 1. It's currently 11:30. I'm gonna hopefully stash my bags at the hotel, have a wee look around the shops, and then go meet Alana, and then going through to Glasgow tonight to see Amble at the Barrowlands. I've actually also been at my friend Gabby's house for a coffee this morning. She gave me the most thoughtful gift that I'm actually not going to talk about right now because I'm not even being dramatic. It will make me burst into tears, and I've just fixed my makeup from her giving me the gift. So I'll tell you guys about it in a time where I don't need to have my makeup looking decent, but I've had an amazing morning.
Told her ask me anything, but she asked me how to cry. Happy as a fool because together we are free.